Hey everybody, it's Gabby, but Long Avenue Productions, and these are my thoughts on episodes 1 and 2 for All Stars Season 9. First of all, I love the non-elimination. I think it's great. I in an era where they can pick the winner based on a geopolitical relationship, it doesn't matter when you get eliminated. So it's just like, thank you for taking that out, because yeah. Anyways, I'm loving the setup of Angeria's story. She is a season 14 queen, but she was top 5. She did dominate the first half of her season, so it makes sense that people think that she is a threat. Kudos to her for coming out the gate swinging and chopping the Roxy Andrews. She's not afraid to play this game. She's not afraid to get rid of competitors that are standing in her way. And as we saw in episode 2, she gets snipped by Gottmik, another fashion queen. So these girls are coming to play dirty, and so far in the edit, we don't really have an alliance, not alliance, but like a plan for snipping people versus not snipping people. But we do see that there's like cliques forming, like Gottmik and Vanjie not only dress alike, but they are alike, and they're paired up. Chanel and Nina West have a tenuous connection. Plastique and Roxy, because they were in Vegas together, are friends. And Angeria and Georges are doing their thing because they're season 14 sisters. I am absolutely loving the season 14 girls versus the... I don't consider Nina West a classic queen solely for her age. I don't think 44 is old, but also she was on season 11, which I consider to be one of the newer seasons. Chanel, Roxy, those are classic queens, not only because of their age, but because they were on single-digit seasons, Chanel being on All Stars 1 and the first season of the flagship show. I do kind of feel like with them having Nina, Chanel, and Roxy, I feel like they're about to tease a classic season where the queens that are a little more older, that have something different to offer the Drag Race universe, it's still valuable, but it's not stereotypically what they like to push. Someone like a Mrs. Kasha Davis, a Tempest du Jour, like these are like elite queens, but their style of drag doesn't necessarily fit into what Drag Race wants to promote. But I still feel like we need to see these people again. And I do feel like Roxy is being set up to win. I'm feeling this spirit of we need a Latin queen, and like, what better way than to give it to another All Stars 5? For some reason, All Stars 5 is like this very magical season, with Jinx winning All Stars 7 and then Roxy potentially winning All Stars 9. I'm starting to see the connections a bit. I'm so glad we got a Hustle That Cat performance, or Hustle That Kitty performance. I have said this, I love RuPaul's music. I don't understand why she's not getting these coins and going on tour, baby, because I would go see you. Because this lady is 60-something years old and has given us 30 years of bops, and I live. Now, for those of us who follow, is it just me, or did the act breakdown change? Because there are no eliminations on only 8 queens. Is this just a 3-act, like cold open, act 1, act 2, act 3? Let me know in the comments, because you know this is my story thing, and I love to know. I love to know. I feel like it's an act 3 structure. All right. Full disclosure, I did not see the final lip sync between Gottmik and Plastique, but baby, based on what I saw from Gottmik in episode 1, I don't know how she won that lip sync. I'm not trying to be shady. I just feel like Plastique always gives it to us. She's very warm. And Plastique is funny as hell. Like, this whole thing, I don't have a personality. She has a personality. I kind of like her boy energy a lot. But she's a hell of a designer. She's beautiful. If she would just let that quirk come out a little bit more, like, I would absolutely fully live for her. Okay. I do not care for these remix songs for, like, I think it was Whitney Houston remix song or something. Y'all, what do you have? What's the problem with using the original song? Is the remix cheaper? Is this an economic situation? And like her buddy Saphira, Angeria won the first Maxi Challenge of the season. And speaking of Angeria, she might not be able to read the doll, but she sure did snip her ass out, okay? Episode 2. Yeah, I talked about Angie like being, I hope that she has the balls to like stand by her decisions, because I would really, really, really hate to see Angeria swing big and then punk out at the last minute. No, you chose who you chose, stand on business. Y'all not going home. Oh my God. Roxy, I can tell, has a lot of black people around her, because when she called Angeria an old country cutting ass hoe, I was living. It's so funny. And we get more of the mother edit. Roxy is walking around helping everybody. I don't know if Roxy really is like a cool ass queen, or like she's just trying to rehabilitate her image. I think it's a bit early for us to be calling the front runners, simply because Gottmik, Plastique, Angeria, and Georges have a badge. Like, it's the second episode. Like, you have 6 more episodes to go, at least. The fact that Gottmik won this episode after previously calling RuPaul an old, ugly black bitch, I was like, oh, I don't think another kind of queen could have gotten away with that, but that was bold. Like, good for you, Mick. I really loved Chanel's story about her Christmas decorating business, because for a long time, I know she was like touring and still doing drag, but she wasn't as visible as she is right now. So I love to see, I'm a creative, and I'm figuring out, okay, how do I make creativity most, if not all, of my money? And to see someone like Chanel kind of still makes money doing drag, is successful doing that, but kind of has used her drag skills to branch out in a different career, is very edifying, and it's encouraging. Like, it can be done. I'm looking for my story when I figure it out myself. Okay, so did anyone notice that Rue and Gottmik's dress was very similar? I wonder if that's why Gottmik won, or was in the top 2. Okay, so Angeria, like I said, yeah, hold your nuts, baby, because with Mick snipping you, you are officially a threat. That's all I got to say about this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Loving the smaller cast, loving the non-elimination, loving the mix of comedy queens, look queens, older queens, younger queens, different ethnicities. I really feel like these past 2 or 3 seasons of All Stars, maybe minus All Stars 8, have been really strongly casted. So great job, casting and producers. Okay, talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.